What's up, guys? ABC Matt here, and I am on vacation. If you're having guests, I'm on a cruise ship. I'm on the New Amsterdam. So, fun facts about the New Amsterdam: built in 2010, it weighs 86,700 tons, is 963 feet across, and it could hold 2,106 guests, double occupancy. So you go through like a TSA procedure, scanning your luggage, and then you off to the races to the ship. So we're gonna start off with deck one. We're in the midship, and to my right is future cruises that you want to book. And officially, we are in the middle again, and it's called the atrium. So not only you have future cruises there, but you get to chill, relax, and because I'm on a geek cruise, there's a Lego building over here. There's a robot thing to my left, and then you got some geek decor like a 20-sided dice, and then a little bit more to the left. That's guest services where you do your billing, any questions you have, excursions. They could help you out over there. So some cruise terminology: front is called forward, the back is called aft, the left is called port, and the right is called starboard. So now I had staterooms behind the atrium. Now forward, there's more staterooms to go towards the main stage. Just to put in perspective, everything in the left over here are all balcony staterooms. To the right is interior with no windows. So I'm walking through the port side of the ship, going to the forward, of the ship, and on deck one forward is the main stage. So the main stage comprised of deck one, deck two, and deck three is the cheap seats. So deck one, going to the main stage, is a long corridor after the staterooms. So the main stage usually comprise of the headliners, entertainment, and any musical concert that's going on. They usually held it in the main stage, and this is the main stage, and it overlooks the balconies on the side, which is part of deck three. Deck one is all the lower seats, and then the stadium seatings walking up is deck two. So nothing's going on else on deck one. So I'm gonna take these stairs up to deck two, where we're gonna start from the main stage and we're gonna work our way to the aft of the ship, or the back of the ship. And aft is spelled AFT, Apple, Frank, Tom. So guys, here's deck two. Starting from the main stage behind me, you have the casino to the right, and you have the bar to my left. Now they rearranged it from last year when I went. You can notice the little subtle differences. They redid the rugs. They rearranged the bar, separating part of the bar from the lounging area. Casino, for the most part, looks the same, minus the felt on the tables. They changed the color of it, but they're pretty much the same format. The left, we have the dueling pianos where they could play back and forth. But again, because this is a geek cruise, we actually have vintage retro gaming stations in this area, which you can see over here. Anywhere from Atari, Nintendo, Genesis, everything you can think of, Switch, they're all going to be held here. Now last year they had it on the crow's nest on the deck 11, but they brought it down here now. We're walking down the hallway, and then coming up to the right is the Rolling Stones concert area, which used to have been the BB Kings and now is Rolling Stones. Another thing that changed was it went from one color to another color. It went from like a starry blue. Now it's like a black and red, signifying Rolling Stones. Same look to it. It has a mini concert there. They do a lot of comedy sketches and other things over there. Moving right along, we're going to the hallway, and we're getting towards the middle of the ship. And in the middle of the ships, it starts off with the elevators, and then we're coming up to the specialty dining on the right, which is like a steakhouse. And then to the left is another bar where you could get a few drinks before waiting for the steakhouse to open up. And again, it overlooks deck 1 and it looks above to deck 3. So they're doing some kind of musical sing along, and that's one of those geeky events that we have. And I'm going to show you a little bit of the Pinnacle bar. Obviously, because it's a geeky cruise, we have our geek decor. We have the Dr. Seuss stuff. We have Audrey right here. Everyone loves Audrey. And then you could get your drink on while you wait again for the steakhouse to open up. We have the art studio. This is where you could buy art. You could put blind bids for art. They have it all displayed over here. Too much money for me. I can't afford it. So I'm just a watcher. Then we're walking towards what is called Lincoln Stage, where in non-geek cruise, they would play classical music here. But we're using it as another event holding location for people to learn a little stuff. Then in this section to my left, it's free range to do what you would like to do. And as you were walking towards the aft of the ship, this area on the left used to have been the crafting room, but it's now taken over by the portrait studios. I guess over here they do the portrait shots in that space. And then from there, further on the aft of the ship is the main dining hall. And we have our schedule list, by the way, over to the wall, so you know what's coming up in events. So this is the main dining hall is deck 2 and 3. Deck 2 is usually where you do all you eat on. Deck 3, we took portions of it to do a board game library where you could just play board games all day, all night, whatever you want to do. And it's just like a check-in system with the library. And then now I'm on deck 3. Skip ahead over here. Now, again, portions of the deck 3 dining room is used for board games. But I'm going to start here on the aft of the ship on deck 3 and work our way towards the cheap seats of the main stage. So exiting the dining area to your right, you actually could exit the ship and go onto the balcony area where some people actually jog around the laps around the ship, but you could actually enjoy the sea, especially if you don't have a balcony cabin. It's great to just take a look at the sea. And it wraps all around from the forward to the aft, port and starboard, all around the ship. Hang up right, and this is more for the photography. Again, there's photographers on the ship that takes your pictures in the main dining room, in different areas, even when you're just about to board the ship for the first time, to take pictures, and you can buy them for whatever price they charge for it. It's not for me, but some people like it. Past that, we have another bar. There's so many bars here. It's amazing. I like this particular bar. It's called the Ocean Bar, and it has that loungy feel, and you could just chill and relax. plenty of seating to the right. The bar is actually to the left from here, which you will see right now. And in the center over here, midship, you could look down to see deck 2 and deck 1. So again, we are in the midship of deck 3. I'm gonna walk further down, and this is where you could get your retail therapy done. You could do some shopping here. We're gonna come up to the shops right now. We're gonna have some expensive items here. It's more to the level of Brian Bigginfun's level, not my level. There's gonna be a general store where you could buy your medication, clothing. It's like your miscellaneous items over here. For the Geek Cruise, we have the entertainers merchandise. To the right, we have more jewelry. And then when we get further down, you can see even more expensive jewelry. So if you have that kind of money to spend, this is the right place for you. So we have the more expensive stuff right here in this particular room. And then to the left, we have meeting rooms over there. And then also there's a movie theater, but the movie theater is actually being used by the entertainers. So I can't show you the movie room again, but here is the meeting rooms that you could go to. And we use it for geek panels, what have you over here. And then further along, we are in the aft of the ship again, and that means we are at going towards the main stage. So just a little bit things about the elevators. There's 4 elevators in the aft, 4 elevators in the forward of the ship. There's 2 in the middle, and then 2 on each side of the middle. So those are the elevator configurations. Now the middle ship elevators, the side ones are independent from the ones in the middle. So we are at the main stage again, and these are the cheap seats.
But what you're saying is I need to download TikTok. I'm so sorry. I don't actually, I am also very behind on TikTok. I have it on my phone. For me, TikTok triggers a thing of like, oh, I should be doing more internet comedy still.
So deck 4 to 8 are all stateroom cabins. So we're gonna go to deck 9 now. Deck 9, we're gonna walk towards the front of the ship or forward, and we're gonna see the gym. So the fitness center gym area is open at 6 a.m. and it closes at 9 p.m. So you have plenty of time to work out. We're gonna do about face right here. And to the other side of this deck is the spa. And the spa, you could get your spa on and go nuts with facials and massages and hot stone massage and all that jazz. They have it all in this particular area. I'm not allowed to go in there unless I make an appointment, and it's not my thing. So, but it's there if you need it. We're going towards the middle of the ship again, and in the middle is the Lido pool area. To the left right here, that I almost forgot, is indoor jacuzzi with all that thermal stuff going on. It's over there. So over here we have the pool area with a retractable roof that could open and close, and you can see plenty of seating here. Now in the past, they had cabanas on the side. I think they take most of the cabanas out and they just put more seating there. And then they have a little configuration changes from the previous year that I could see. But for the most part, it's the same format. You have the pool area bar over here with the fish seating. And then this guy just saying peace to me, so we say peace back. And then further along, we get into the buffet area where you could go nuts and get your eat on in the Lido area. So in this area, you have breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and late night snack. So all sorts of food to choose from. For breakfast, they have the pastries out, and then the normal standard stuff that you get for breakfast, like continental breakfast. They also have an Asian area where you could get Asian food. For lunch, it's more like pasta and more Asian stuff, salads. This is the dessert area where you get fruits, yogurts, ice cream, pastries, and then they also have the juices over there. Then we have the standard stuff over here, meats, cheese, everything like that. Then we have the cold cut table over here. Further out over there is the salad area. To the left is the drinking stations. And then towards the back is another pool area, is the adult pool area. But also we're using the back of the ship for a little mini stage to have late night concerts as well. And then when you wrap around to the other side of the ship, it's basically parallel and the same stuff like the one side I showed you, same stuff on the other side, except that on the other side, when we get back to the Lido pool, is the dive-in burger joint, which is really good. Over here they have New York pizza. I'm a former New Yorker, so it's not nearly close to a New York pizza. So you want to try it? Sure. I'm a little disappointed by it. But in any case, when we walk towards the pool again, there's the dive-in bar with the burgers and fries. It's probably the best burger and fries you could get on a cruise. Probably, mostly I would get the burgers more than anything in the little buffet area. So as you can see, it's pretty much one side it's this mirror image on the other side. So Canaletto is another specialty dining place. It's for Italian cuisine, and it takes a portion of the Lido area. And we have the hand washing stations over here. So this is where the dive-in bar is. Here you can get your burgers. They also have a vegan option. They have a gluten option without the bread. But there's all sorts of burgers, hot dogs, french fries, cheese fries. They could do it all for you, free of charge. We are on deck 10 midship, and this is where more arcade games are. We have a couple of pinball games, foosball, skee ball. They have all sorts of games here. Most of the teens would go in here to play games, but it's open to anyone. It opens around 1 p.m. in the afternoon and stays open till 11 p.m. Now deck 11 is split between the restaurants and the midship, and then the front is the observation crow's nest area. So right now I'm in the restaurant area. To the left is Tamarind, which I went to before to eat, and then they split it off the other half to be Morimoto by the sea. If you're not familiar with Morimoto, he was the original Iron Chef in Japan. He came to the U.S. and did the U.S. version with, Bobby Flay, Cat Cora, and it evolved from there. So I did come to this restaurant later on in the day you have to book a reservation for it, and there's additional cost to it. But I tell you, it's well worth it. It's about $55 a person, and you really get a good amount of food. So we're gonna start off with being in the area of Morimoto. It had a little bit of wait time, so we got some drinks. She got a Uzi drink, I got a lychee martini. So first up is the appetizer. We had the taco two ways, which is sashimi, yellowtail, yuzu, kosho, spicy tuna with guacamole, red onions, and cilantro. We also got the sticky ribs, which is hoisin sweet chili sauce with cilantro. Best food ever. Then for the main course, she had the whole crispy whole fish, a sweet tamarind chili sauce with pickled vegetables. And then I had the lobster pad thai. It's a main lobster, rice noodles, Thai red curry sauce. Then for dessert, we had the dark chocolate sphere, ganache marshmallow chocolate sorbet, salted caramel. So I hope I got you on the food. Now we are in the front of the ship in deck 11. This is the crow's nest or observation deck. There's staterooms to the side, and then in the middle is the crow's nest itself. In here, it used to have the gaming to our right. It's now back to seating where you can play board games and what have you there. We fenced off part of the middle part to section it off from other areas. In the other areas, there's the little geek stuff over here, but also there's the coffee bar straight ahead, and then we have some puzzles, some lounging areas, and then inflatable animal petting zoo. I don't know about that, but they have that. And then it has some geeky advertisement here. Now also, if you remember that in deck 2 there was no more crafting room, and the photography studio took that over. Well, we were gonna walk past the coffee bar. There's gonna be a little crafting room over there that we took over, which used to be a meeting room where we had another event going on. It's now part of the crafting room. But here's the prices for coffee. Again, the specialty coffee is additional charge. So this is the section that has the crafting room, and it has your standard stuff. And then we have to protect the tables, so we have the paper over it. So there is another deck above this one, which is a basketball court, but we're using it for pickleball. I'm not going to show that. It's nothing worthwhile to watch. But I do want to show you this oddly geeky poster here. It's pretty cool, right? You got different dogs of the world, and then you zoom in and you see the pug. Someone put googly eyes on it. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope I see you another time.